Hi, welcome to the newest RSVP Northern Virginia podcast. This is Rob Payne, Outreach Specialist, and today we are at the beautiful River Farm outside of Alexandria, Virginia, and we are talking with Lori Short, who is the volunteer coordinator and a horticulturist at River Farm. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Glad to be here.
Lori, could you tell us a little bit about, for folks that may not be aware of what River Farm is, just tell us a little bit about River Farm.
River Farm is a 25-acre historic site along the Potomac River that is the headquarters of the American Horticultural Society.
That's fantastic, and the American Horticultural Society is a great group. For a pretty low price, you can be a member, and they give you all sorts of great things. So it's a great magazine. It's really a wonderful association. What type of volunteer needs do you have here? What type of duties do volunteers do?
We have many volunteer opportunities here. We have of course, horticultural volunteer opportunities for work in the gardens. And we also have opportunities for volunteers to do tours, special events, administrative projects, educational projects, creative support, meaning things like photography or artistic design. We have a need for volunteers to work inside our garden shop, specifically on Saturdays. And opportunities in technology and maintenance. So there are a variety of volunteer opportunities here.
That's great. And just to give people a general idea where we are, you see on the address Alexandria, and it is technically in the Alexandria section of Fairfax County, but it's very easy to get to. It's right off of GW Parkway. I came from Fairfax this morning and got here in a half an hour, which is amazing in rush hour. So it's about a mile, 2 miles outside of Old Town, would you say, roughly?
Yes.
Roughly. And once you get here, there's plenty of parking. You have a beautiful view of the river, and I think some of our volunteers who are on a lunch break right now, or a break right now, are checking out that view. One of the things that a lot of our volunteers ask about is, how much time does it take? Is there a big commitment? And one of the things that you guys offer, I think, is a benefit of volunteering is there are a lot of what we call one-offs, where you just come and you're needed for a specific project and you're done. Could you talk a little bit about that?
That is true. Occasionally we need more people than we have or that are available for things like the plant sale and special events like that. So yes, it is perfectly fine to come one time or 3 times a year, and some of our volunteers come every week, but there is no minimum hour requirement. And they just let me know when they can come and when they don't. That's my only thing that I ask people to do is let me know when you're coming so that I know what kind of project to plan. Uh-huh. But yes, there is no minimum hour requirement.
That's great. And one of the other things about volunteering, which is so important, we read and see more and more studies on it, that especially as a senior, that volunteering can improve your health. And watching these folks this morning work, it's a pretty good, not taxing, but it gets your body moving. And would you say it's a pretty good workout?
Yes, gardening is very good for you.
That's great. What type of assets do you think that senior volunteers bring to the table that maybe others don't?
The groups here are all obviously interested in gardens and plants, so it's a great place to get together with people that are of like mind and have the same interest. And I have noticed that lots of these folks are friends outside of River Farm once they leave, that didn't know each other when they got here. So it's very social. It's a great place to learn about gardening if you've never gardened before. So if that's another thing that's great. And of course, physically, it's really good for you. So there's a whole lot of benefit to coming and gardening here and working with people that are of like mind.
That's fantastic, and it really is a beautiful place. A lot of big events outside of the American Horticultural Society, but a lot of big events take place. A lot of people have weddings here,
yes,
and throughout the year, and it's very scenic, and it's just a very relaxing place to be. Why do you all enjoy working with RSVP?
RSVP is a really great professional organization that does bring a lot of volunteers to us. We're particularly happy about the RSVP sending volunteers our way, and for special events and for daily volunteering.
That's great. Well, thank you again, Lori, for spending a few minutes with us. Lori, if one of our RSVP members or new volunteers hears this this podcast and wants to get more information on some of the volunteer opportunities, of course they can always call Carly at 703-403-5360, but they can also call you. And what's the best number to reach you on?
They can reach me at 703-768-5700, and my extension is 133. Just leave a message and I'll get back to them. I'm usually outside or in the garden, so I'll leave a message.
That's fantastic. And one other piece of information we wanted to share with everybody: if you want to learn more about the River Farm, where can that information be found on the web?
On the web, it's ahsgardening.org.
Wonderful. Well, Lori, thank you again for doing this, especially on such short notice. We appreciate it. It's been wonderful being out here today. Our volunteers are having a great time, and we look forward to doing this again soon. Maybe before the big gala coming up later this year, like we did last year. It's just a great experience, and thank you again. And we hope to talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you very much.